So then, boys and girls, this is my little review of the Sena Srl2 headsets. And all I can say so far is they've been rubbish. Nothing else to say on that, really. I bought these over 5 weeks ago, and I bought them from a well-known online helmet and clothing retailer. And as you know, they're not cheap. So the first one I bought was for my helmet here, fitted and used. But the wife has a slightly older helmet, so I continued to use the old interphone that was on hers. But we must admit, it wasn't very good. But also it was quite an aged unit. She was actually due for a new helmet. So after umming and ahhing and all the expense, we now have here about £1,000 worth that we've purchased, a new helmet and 2 sets of Sena Srl2s. Fitted them both in, very excited to get going, but crackling and banging, just not suitable at all. Impossible to actually use them. So contacted the online retailer and no problem at all, get collected and they'll go back. Well, that's where the story starts with DPD. Now DPD offer this fantastic service where they do a pick up local. Well, that's if you can be bothered to actually pick it up. 5 days I waited for it to be picked up. But we're talking over 5 weeks ago, because the story continues. Eventually returned back to Sena. And that's where the possible problem started. Initially I did contact Sena and they said I had to do a firmware upgrade. We would expect them to actually work from the box, but apparently you have to do a firmware upgrade. So of course no computer at our house, we've got to try and find one. So I've managed to scrounge one off a good friend, downloaded all the software, did all the updates, and of course it didn't work. So Sena have got them back. They had them for over a week. And then I've been returned. And they've been returned. These are brand new units. And they've decided that the speakers are faulty in one of them. So they've actually put some new speakers in. Not replaced the unit, actually installed some new speakers. Anyway, according to their technicians, it's tested, gone back to the online retailer. They sent them back to me. So we'll go from there. So, fitted them back in again, and off we went. 2 hours later, set off again. Now if you have a look at my other videos, you'll see the noise. And the one where it's actually just on the table, where it's completely out of the helmets, that noise was inside of my helmet. My word, talk about blow your head off. Absolutely horrendous. So obviously now I've had to strip them back out to send them back again. I do worry about these plastic clips, because like I keep taking them in, taking them out. I don't know, are they going to break, are they going to crack? I mean, it's that many times it's been in and out now. I tried everything. So anyway, they've gone back again. Well, I say gone back again. They went back via DPD. This time the local pickup point, the lad couldn't be bothered to collect it for 6 days. The online retailers tried contacting DPD, leaving emails, trying to get somebody to collect them. I've tried ringing up. There's no such thing as a customer complaints at DPD. You just speak to a bot most of the time, if you do it on WhatsApp or if you do it by email. And then when you eventually get through, generally speaking, the 4 people that I spoke to, 3 of them were quite rude. They were the ones that kept saying to me, you need to listen. And I was the one that kept saying to them, yes, but the box is still there. And in fact, I went down and took some video proof and some photographs of it. But obviously, they don't have a system where you can upload it. Anyway, long story short, they've now gone back to the online retailer, who will have to send them back to Sena to find out what's wrong with them again. Bearing in mind, these are brand new, and we're talking £500 worth nearly, aren't we? You know what they cost. I don't know whether I've made a mistake buying these or not really. Anyway, we'll give everybody a chance again, and we'll keep going, and we'll see what happens when they come back. My only worry is that the first time Sena said they'd fixed them and sent them back, and after 2 hours they hadn't. So how long is it going to be before they go wrong in these ones? I must admit, with a big firm like Sena Technologies, I thought they would have just sent me brand new units, but anyway, we'll wait and see what happens. If I get them back all stripped down and repaired, I'll post another one if we're successful, or what happens. See you later, boys and girls.